Alright, so this is where I got my box set up today. We're at the East Fotk. Got kind of a late start, so not a lot of options. We're expecting tons of people out here today, so I'm hoping that I'll at least have some time to get some dirt through this thing before everybody shows up and starts swimming in these holes. So I got the cow sluice set up. And what I'm going to try to do today, I mean, I brought my breaking bar, so there's some bedrock here, a lot of cracks all through this bedrock. Down in here, and you can see this is the backside of an inside bend. So I don't know. We'll have to see what happens, but there's some sizable cracks all through this bedrock. I didn't bring any crevicing tools, but I'm going to try to open some of this up and at least get some of the try to scrape some of the dirt out into my pan and see if I can get lucky with a flake or something in from in there. Otherwise, I'm gonna start powering through some of this stuff here. Somebody was already digging here. They built this diversion, so it doesn't look like they did a lot here, but again, this is just the top side, back side of an inside bend. I want to dig through some of this, maybe behind here, just some sampling over here, maybe break some of this up, and again, down in those crevices, might be some decent flakes in there. A lot of big boulders over here, so maybe I'll dig down some in here some today too. Morning, y'all. Back at the East Fotk. Been a while. Sad to say, but finally I'm back out here. So it's going to be a really hot day. It's probably going to be around 100 degrees, I think. And we're expecting tons of people. Got up here a little bit late. Excuse me. Got up here a little bit late start. Found a good spot, but all of the areas that are further upstream are already taken. So we're going to be in an area where there's a lot of swim holes. Beautiful area though, but again, it's going to be jam-packed with people today. This is a really hot spot in the summer here in Southern California. Anyway, got my box set up right here, and I tried breaking apart some of those cracks, some of that cracked bedrock, and I mean it wasn't budging. I mean, the cracks didn't go that deep. On the surface, it looks like they might penetrate into the rock to where you could actually separate them, but it turned out really, I mean, not by a long shot. So anyway, all of this is new flood material from the spring runoff, and I'm just starting a hole right here, classified down to about a half inch. Got a bucket full of material. I'm gonna do my first bucket of classified material here, and if it doesn't show even a speck in the VNet, I'm gonna move up probably between this boulder and that bedrock, and start digging a little bit there and see what I can come up with, and maybe even go up here where this bedrock and that boulder is over there. Yeah, maybe even behind here. We'll see what happens. It all depends on what I get from the first bucket. So expecting my family up here. They're all late starters. I mean, we got a late start, my wife and I, but she's got the day camp set up for the kids and everyone. I'm probably 30 yards upstream from her, so we'll be checking in on them after a bit. Alright, so this is the progress. This is my third bucket, classified. I don't see anything in the V-man, but for me that's not very surprising. I almost never see anything in the V-man. The sluice does its job down here, so after this bucket I'm going to clean it out, and if there's still nothing, I'm going to move on over to here maybe. And thinking of looking at this, it looks like I'm going to be fighting bedrock all the way. So I'm not exactly certain where I'm going to go next, but we'll see. Alright, I can't pan one-handed, but the spot over there on the other side of the bucket was a bust. I got two tiny little flakes, or two tiny little specks. So all of this is bedrock. This bedrock here, right, goes up there and it continues up there, and then right here, so behind this big boulder, the boulder's laying on top of the bedrock, but there's this patch that filled in between the bedrock, so between that boulder and the lip of this bedrock. And so far, I mean, I don't know if it's better in the shadow. So far, this is one clean out. I did maybe 15, 20, yeah, maybe 15, 20 shovelfuls, shovels full, and I'm already seeing gold. Pretty decent flake right there. Still haven't got to the bottom of the black sand, but I'm gonna set the sluice back up here, and then try to clear away the rest of this flood gold, or this whatever, this flood material where that butterfly is. So we'll see what happens at the end. Right? Alright, so I'm panning my last pan. Again, this is where I dug. All of that's bedrock. All of that's bedrock. Bedrock up there. Over here's bedrock. So I scraped all of that stuff down. Got into the crevices of the bedrock. Actually broke up some of the cracks. I mean, there was some bedrock. See how this is kind of vertical right here. There was some of that in there. And I broke that stuff up and scraped it down. I mean, it was rotten rock, so it was easy to come out. And I washed it all down to the bottom of the channel where the bedrock comes together. Don't know if I got to the absolute bottom of the channel there, but anyway, so I washed it all off into the bottom, and then washed it into the shovel. Pretty decent flake there. There's some smaller pieces there also. Again, I've never been the greatest at panning anyway, but doing it one-handed is hard. So that's not gold. That's gold. All of that's gold, and there's still some under the black sand there. So I'm gonna finish cleaning this up, and I'll show you guys what I got at the end. All right, so that's the haul for today. There's a bunch of it floating. I don't have any jet dry. But that's a pretty chunky little piece right there. That other one to the right of it's not a rock. I mean, it's a rock. Quite a lot of little stuff. Some decent stuff. I mean, nice day. I haven't been out here for a couple of hours. Right? Can't see what I'm doing, but anyway, that's a good piece for here.